Welcome to All About Albemarle, the segment where we talk about the things that matter to the people who live, work, and play in the city of Albemarle. I'm David Fath, the Communications Director for the city, and joining me today is Brittany McClendon, the Senior Planner for the city of Albemarle. Thanks for being with us, Brittany.
Thanks for having me.
Some very exciting news to share from you. Just this week, we've learned that the city has earned special recognition from the United States National Park Service.
That is right. The National Park Service has granted the city the designation of a certified local government.
Certified local government. What does that mean? It could be something maybe related to financial, legal matters. No, in fact, it's related to historic preservation.
Yes.
What do people need to know?
So this designation is given by the Secretary for the Interior, and it has to do with historic preservation. It is a combination of federal, state, and local governments that demonstrate the highest standards for historic preservation and have certain requirements for the implementation of historic preservations that meet all federal standards.
Yeah, Albemarle has a rich history. We say this all the time, and it's really great to see the recognition for it. We've known about it locally, but, the federal government giving that recognition now. Can you talk a little bit about how we earned the designation?
Yeah. So it was a very lengthy application process to be a certified local government. Municipalities have to present a copy of their city ordinance that is thoroughly reviewed for historic preservation as it relates to all state regulations and federal regulations. We have to produce information on our national and local historic districts. We have to produce information on our local landmarks and any national landmarks. But most importantly, we have to have a historic preservation committee of some kind, and they have to have rules and procedures. And in addition to that, we have to submit resumes showing the expertise of those volunteers that are leading the charge for our local historic preservation. So this is a great recognition for the city, but also for the amazing volunteers on our Historic Resources Commission that work so hard to keep what makes Albemarle special intact.
Absolutely. Just a lot of teamwork going into this project. How many months did this take for everybody to work on?
So many months. I would say probably 9 months. We had to go to city council to make changes to our ordinance, to update due to some new laws that passed at the state level that weren't reflected in our local ordinance. The Historic Resources Commission had to hold a meeting to make changes to their design standards, to bring us up to new regulations that had just passed. So this was not a one and done application. It took various revisions, various submittals, and months of work.
Yeah, when we appreciate all you've done and obviously all the work of the volunteers who assist with all of this, let's kind of bring this home to people. What is the community benefit for being recognized as a sort of certified local government?
Yeah, this is, more than just a feather in the cap of what makes Albemarle great. This gives tangible resources. The first being financial. So the federal government allocates historic preservation funds to the state, and then the state gets to decide how they share those sources with local communities. And being a certified local government, we get first dibs at that money, those grant dollars offered by the state from federal funding.
That's big.
And that money can be used for things such as preservation projects, pre-preservation projects, so the surveying of land, inspections for historical efficacy, and things such as that. One thing that we're hoping to do with these grant funds is fund a historic study of our local and national districts to see if we can expand those and have more properties included in our local and national districts, which would open property owners up to potential for more national tax credits for historic preservation. For property owners with historic properties in the floodplain, it would relieve some of those floodplain requirements and raise the need for historic preservation in those areas, and the opportunity to just have more historical properties on the National Register in the city of Albemarle.
Yeah, it's a big project that pays big dividends in the end.
Yeah.
And you mentioned historic districts. We always like to plug this. There is a really great walking tour right now for downtown. You'll see the various signs in front of historic landmarks in downtown Albemarle. really encourage people to explore those, scan the little QR code on the sign, and learn more about everything downtown.
Yeah, please do. If you're in downtown and you have your cell phone out, get that QR code and see all that Albemarle has to offer at the various locations.
Yeah, and while you're there, don't forget, visit the History Museum. There's plenty to see and do there as well. Brittany, really appreciate you sharing this great news with us. And again, thank you to you and to everyone who worked on this project. Before we go today, we do want to make an important announcement. The City of Albemarle will be hosting its ribbon cutting for Courthouse Plaza on June 22nd. That's this Saturday. The ribbon cutting will be at 11 a.m. If you're unfamiliar, Courthouse Plaza is downtown Albemarle's newest gathering space. It's located in the former alleyway that stretches from West Main Street to King Avenue. That's near the old Davis Drug Building. And Courthouse Plaza is going to be a vibrant hub for live music, festivals, and special events. So we hope you'll join us for the grand opening ribbon cutting on Saturday at 11 a.m. Of course, there's also an art walk and free live music in Courthouse Plaza from 10 a.m. to noon. And also the Baden Brews Summer Festival will be happening downtown during the day as well. So we hope we'll see everyone there. For Brittany McClendon, I'm David Fath. Thanks for listening to All About Albemarle.